Welcome back, everybody. I'm Sassy Pants, wife to Matty the rancher, and I'll be your storyteller today. Welcome to Adventures with Sodak Pete. Stories that celebrate the hard work, the big hearts, and the wide open spaces of ranch life. Out here, every day is an adventure, and we hope that each and every one of you listening can imagine yourself as little Sodak Pete, learning the ropes, getting your hands a little dirty, and helping out where it counts. So grab your boots and tip your hat, and let's see what today's adventure has in store. Sodak Pete, the first big snow on the ranch. Sodak Pete woke up to the sound of the wind howling outside, and he rubbed his eyes, shocked to see huge, fluffy snowflakes blowing past his window like snowballs falling from the sky. Millie jumped off her blanket and she pressed her paws and her nose to the cold glass. Her tail was a wagging as she watched that yard turn white, the wind pushing swirls of snow right across the front porch, just like a real blizzard. Pete got dressed as fast as he could, and then he and Millie hurried into the warm kitchen, where I had bacon sizzling, pancakes steaming, and Matty was pouring coffee. The whole house smelled like a cozy winter morning on the ranch. As we all ate breakfast, Pete told us how just yesterday the sun had been bright and warm on his face while he and Millie rode their bikes up and down the driveway, only their t-shirts and jeans on. He was helping Matty move cows through the golden grass under the last of the fall leaves. And now, a blizzard. Awesome, Pete said. I can't wait to play in the snow. All morning, the snowflakes grew bigger and heavier, tumbling from the sky in thick white clusters that piled quickly on the fences, the yard, and the old oak trees. Since the snow kept falling, Pete and Millie grabbed a short nap by the fire. The boards on the corral fence were disappearing too, one board at a time, as the snowdrifts piled high. The wind whipped the snow into wild swirls, drifting it deep against the porch steps, covering the ranch yard in a soft, endless blanket of white. As the snow started to slow and the wind settled a bit, we ate a cozy dinner of hot soup, fresh bread, and cookies straight from the oven. As soon as they finished eating, Pete and Millie bundled up and raced outside, laughing as they tossed handfuls of powdery snow at the big oak tree and nearby fence posts. Millie dove nose first into a drift and came up with snow all over her whiskers. Matty came outside and he jumped in Old Gray and he called out, "The cows need a few bales!" And Pete and Millie hurried over to ride along, huddling close together as the pickup warmed up and the snow melted off the windshield. That old pickup heater squeaked and squawked and groaned before finally blowing warm air on their rosy red cheeks. Old Gray rumbled through the deep snow, and the cows, they came trotting eagerly, excited to see the pickup and smell the fresh hay. As Matty, Pete, and Millie rolled the big round bale into a long, fluffy line for them to chew on. After they gave each group of cows some fresh hay, they headed back to the ranch yard. Pete and Millie tumbled out of the pickup, racing around the yard, trying to catch the last of the snowflakes on their tongues as they floated gently down from the quiet sky. Pete flopped onto his back near the porch, sweeping his arms back and forth and his legs back and forth through the soft powder until a perfect snow angel appeared right next to Millie's paw-printed angel. The sky turned clear and it started to get colder as the sun set behind the snowy hills, and the first stars shimmered above a ranch covered in a thick, peaceful blanket of snow. Pete and Millie headed inside to the warm house. The fireplace crackled cozy and bright while I popped a big bowl of popcorn, and Matty made cups of hot chocolate, each one piled high with mini marshmallows. We all settled in by the fire, eating popcorn and chatting about how quickly fall had turned into winter. We were thankful for the beautiful fall we'd had, even though that snowstorm today had arrived a bit sooner and much bigger than we expected. Matty chuckled, kind of shaking his head. We were just wearing t-shirts and ball caps yesterday. Pete and Millie snuggled in on the couch. Pete was whispering that a surprise snow day is one of his favorite surprises. And as the fire glowed low and the ranch rested under its new blanket of white, we thank God for keeping us safe and warm, for plenty of feed for the cattle, and for another beautiful day together on Oak Creek Ranch. Thanks for riding along with us today. Sodak Pete hopes you'll join him on his next adventure.